I don't even know if the books are good. I just like picked random books. They're thrift store books, so you never know what you're gonna get. Hi everyone, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. Brianna will not intro the video with me, she refuses. But this is Brianna, my sister. We filmed a video together before. We filmed 2 videos together so far. Not in total, but like recently. Yeah. And we're kind of in the same exact spot, same clothes as the last video, but we wanted to film like a separate video for books because like some people don't care about books and some people don't care about clothes. So we figured we'll just separate it. And we're trying to find different books at thrift stores. Kind of like even going out of our comfort zone, just reading like other books since they're cheaper. We have the opportunity to read other books and save some money. So we each got 3 books at the first store, which was Goodwill. And we're gonna go also to a Salvation Army today as well to try to find more. And then we might go to some other stores like other days or something like that to find more. So we'll just go back and forth and kind of show what we got. I will go first, I guess. Okay. So I got a Nicholas Sparks book, which he's pretty iconic because he wrote The Notebook. So they had a bunch of Nicholas Sparks books there, but I kind of looked on Goodreads and I was trying to figure out which ones were like better ratings. And they're kind of a little out of my comfort zone because some of them sounded like they were like love stories. I don't read a lot of romance, but I don't even know what kind of genre I like, so I'm kind of open to like reading a bunch. I just started really getting back into reading. So the first book that I got by Nicholas Sparks is Dear John. It's not gonna focus on it. It's a light cover, that's why. But Dear John, don't know if this is a newer cover or not because some of them I think had got newer covers, which the other book I got is Nicholas Sparks too. But the 2 that I got have like similar covers. So I don't know if these are the new ones or the old ones. This one, these are early like early 2000s books, and I forget what this one was even about, but people probably know. It's Dear John. That's what I ended up getting. Brady, you go next.
Okay. The first book, I kind of had to actually think if I was going to read it or not, but it's called Deep Blue, and it's by...
There, it focused.
I did...
Words?
Talk, yeah.
It's hot in here as well, so...
I got Deep Blue, and it was written by Jennifer Donnelly. It's like about... Oh, what's it called?
Mermaids?
Well,
There's
not
a mermaid on the
necessarily.
front cover.
It's about ethnology, is that what it's called? I think so. And basically, it's about sirens, which is a part of... It's a mythology book. It gives, like, the storyline, almost, of the mythology.
It says, rich with magic and mythology.
Yeah.
Mysterious. Wait, does that say book 1 on the front?
Yeah.
Oh, so there's more than one book. Cool.
It's a series.
That was the issue we were having, is we were finding books that like weren't book 1 and they didn't have like the first book, so we didn't get them. But there were a couple that were interesting, but I didn't get them because they were like the second book in the series. Next one I have is also by Nicholas Sparks. It's The Last Song. Same kind of cover as the other one, but this one was about her parents. I can't speak. A girl whose parents got a divorce, and then there's like a love story in it or whatever. So that's that one.
The second one that I got is called The Last Child, and it's by John Hart. And basically this story is about this 13-year-old had a twin sister, and she ended up going missing, and for an entire year he did everything to try to find her, and he goes on all these adventures and gets in all this danger trying to find her. And towards a little bit later, another kid gets abducted, and him and the police detectives and everybody like that are all searching for it. And there's a whole feud between the detective and him because the detective wants to keep him safe and he just wants to find his sister. So this is about all the adventures that he goes on.
The last book I got is pretty big, and it's kind of dirty on the bottom. It has like whatever, but it's whatever. It's called 400 Souls, and it is a community history of African America from 1619 to 2019. And I just think this would be great because I'm always looking to educate myself on things, and it looks like the way it's written is like through time periods, so I think it's going to be really interesting. History books are not something like I normally read, but like I said, I just want to like educate myself, and I think it looks really good. And it was actually written recently. This was written in 2021, like September 2021. I'm very interested, and I think these are all the people that kind of contributed on the back to the whole book. So that's very cool.
The next book that I got is called Die My Love, and this story is actually a true story. It is a true crime that actually happened in Texas, and I picked this book because personally I want to go for FBI, and I love watching, trying to figure out the way that the brain works when it comes to people who do things like that and people who have the mindset of killing in general.
What's that called?
What do you mean?
Like the people,
the profiler.
Oh yeah, the profiler.
That's what I want to go for. I want to be a profiler for the FBI. And so I'm very interested in cases and the way that they were done and the way that they were found out and what they were thinking and any diagnosis that they had. That's why I picked this book, because it was right up my alley.
Okay, so those are the 6 books that we got now, and we're about to head to a second thrift store now, and we're gonna see what they have there. And then if we find anything, we will obviously let you guys know.
Show you what we got.
Okay, we finished up at the second thrift store. I went a little bit crazy on this one. Brianna's back was hurting, so she like stopped looking at books, so she only got 2, and I got 7. So I'm gonna show a couple of mine, then she's gonna show one of hers. So the first thing I got is a series, and I don't know if you can see it, but it is the Timber Ridge Reflection series. I think that's what it's called. The books are From a Distance, Beyond This Moment, and Within My Heart by Tamara Alexander. I think it's Tamara Alexander, but I'm not positive. They had good reviews, like over 4 stars on Goodreads, and their books here were 80% off the original price. I don't actually know how much I paid for them, but I'll look later. Maybe I'll post it on the screen, but they were a pretty good price, and it sounds like there's some romance in it. It's like historical, so it's like back a long time ago, and also there's some like murder mystery in it. I'm pretty sure, like, she's a photographer, I think, a newspaper photographer, and there is a photo that she takes that might help solve a murder, and she helps with solving the murder, I'm pretty sure. So sounds very interesting. I like mystery type stuff, so I think I'll like it. And it had pretty good ratings, and they had the whole entire series. Like, what kind of luck do you have finding a whole entire series? So got those, and that was the first like 3 books, I guess, that I got. Okay, the next thing I got, I don't even know if this book is like proven by science. I didn't even really look that much. It says research based, so I guess maybe, but I just wanted it because it looked good. But I got a smoothie recipe book. It's like supposedly like cancer prevention and recovery, but I just wanted some yummy smoothies. That was the main purpose I got it. And there was like a bunch, and it's kind of interesting because I was looking at it, and it has the ingredients, and I'm pretty sure like each ingredient, it kind of like talks about the benefits of it. Yeah, so I thought that was interesting, and it was $2.99, so I was like, might as well.
So the first book that caught my eye was this book called Unscripted, and it's by Davis Bunn. And from what I'm understanding from just like the pre-read, is that basically it's about this guy, and his name is Danny, and he's very, very, very well known in Hollywood, and he had such a good reputation. He was like spot on everything, and he was known for doing things on time and under budget. So his reputation got completely ruined after something with his ex-wife and his best friend or something like that happened. And then this lawyer, and her name's Megan, she has been working as a lawyer for many years, and she was trying to prove herself to be an impossible bosses, and she really wants to be a really, really, really good lawyer and show the world like that she's a really good lawyer. And so the opportunity that she had with Danny, it helped both of them, and that was basically what the entire story was. And it says, the last line on the pre-read says, what they never could have imagined was what they might also be each other's best hope for love. So I'm assuming this is also a love story.
Yeah, love story.
Yeah, like a lawyer and a patient.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm just gonna go through my 3 books, and then Brianna can end off with hers. So the next book I have is called The Lost Jewels by Christy Manning. Okay, that's the book. And it is a historical fiction and a mystery. So I'm just gonna kind of read a little bit about what Goodreads said. It was a 4 out of 5 star. Well, it was 3.8, but still like about 4 out of 5 star. Basically, it's a thrilling story, a family secret, and watching us now, and I'm uncomfortable, and I don't want him to walk over here.
He's walking over here.
That's weird. Okay, we might leave then. I just locked my door.
He's coming over here, Emily.
Will you turn off the camera then?
Why have me do it?
I can just drive away. Brianna's back's hurting really bad, so she's heating her back, so she'll tell you about her last book in a little bit. So basically, like, what happened was we thought like a guy was coming up to the car, like being creepy, so we kind of freaked out. This is crooked, but we kind of freaked out. But it turns out he was just like telling us that the parking lot is closed, so he had to like close the parking lot or whatever. That's what happened. And then we ended up just driving home. I was starving. I think the book I was talking about was The Lost Jewels. I'm pretty sure I started talking about it, and basically that it was like a mystery where the family they end up having like a hidden fortune or something like that. I don't know. It's like a historical mystery, historical thriller or something. I think I was in the middle of reading what it was about. So basically they have a family secret that ends up leading to a legendary treasure, so I'm assuming it's some sort of mystery, and then they end up finding out that they have some sort of treasure. I'm not sure. Okay, my next one is called Island in the East by Jenny Ashcroft. This is what the cover looks like. So this one says, two great loves, one shattering betrayal, a war that changes everything. This one was in pretty good condition, so I looked at it. The only thing is they all have like this mark on the top. I don't know if you can see that. It's blurry, but you get the point. There's a line on the top, and I think that's just something that the thrift store does to mark them. So it has a 4.35 stars, so that's a pretty good rating. So this is a historical fiction and romance, so that's kind of like the main kind of books they had there, but like I said, I'm open to trying any style of book and genre, so fine with that, and I'm excited to read it. And I found out all these books ended up being 99 cents except for one of them. One of them was like $2.99 I think, but the rest were 99 cents, so literally a steal. The last one I got is a pretty small book, but it had 4.17 stars on Goodreads, and it's a different type of book. So it's called The Four Agreements, and it's a wisdom book by Don McGill. I think I probably even butchered every part of his name, but anyways, this book, it's basically helping you figure out how to get rid of self-limiting beliefs and kind of be like truly happy. I thought it was interesting. Okay, so the four agreements are: be impeccable with your word, don't take anything personally, don't make assumptions, and always do your best. So the whole book is about those four agreements. All of these ones were 99 cents each. And then this one was $2.99 because it was a cookbook. All the books that I got today. So I got 10 books today. I got all of those for a total of $15.80. 10 books. I can't even hold them, they're so heavy. But those are all of my books, and then Brianna still has to show you her last book. Or maybe I can show it for her. I'll go ask her. Okay, she just wants me to talk about the book that she got. So she got the book called The Boy Who Saw by Simon Toyne, I think. That's the cover. It's a pretty thick book, and it is thriller, I'm pretty sure. It's a thriller suspense kind of book. So it's the second book in the series, and the first one is called The Searcher, and we're gonna try to get her the first book for the series, but I forget how much this one was, but it was pretty cheap, I'm almost positive. That is the last book that she got. And so it's like, who is Solomon Creed, a dangerous psychiatric patient who has escaped from a high security facility in America, or an innocent amnesiac trying to establish his true identity? His search for the truth about himself takes Solomon to the beautiful southern French town of Bordeaux. Probably butchered how you say that. Seems like there's a lot to it, but it's rated 4.25 stars. That's pretty good. And that is, I think, all of the books that we are going to thrift. And I thought about maybe going onto some online thrift bookstores, but not sure if I am, so this might be the end, or there might be more. Haven't decided yet. Got a new battery, so hopefully the audio is better. I just picked up the packages. Oh, am I sticking it? Can't even hold them all. There are 3 packages from thriftbooks.com. So I'm going to try to speed round through the ones that I ordered. So I'm going to start off with the one that's Brianna's. So I got her The Searcher by Simon Toyne. It's the first book to the book that she got from the thrift store. So I tried to get her like a nice copy. This is a hard copy. It's in pretty good condition. I'm pretty sure someone just started weed whacking or something right when I started filming this. That's so annoying. Next book has a bookmark in it. That's so funny. This one is 19 Minutes by Jodi Picoult, maybe. It had 4.14 stars, and it's a thriller. So I was trying to get, like I said, more genres, try new things. So I think I got a decent amount of like thrillers and mysteries. I tend to like mystery stuff. So next I got book 2 and 3 of a series. I don't know why I didn't get book 1. Maybe they didn't have it. So I'm gonna have to look for book 1, or maybe look for like an ebook of it. But this is 2 Lisa Gardner books. I got Hide, which is number 2, and then The Neighbor, which is number 3. I think the first one is called Alone that I need to get. These are the 2 that I got. Hide has a 4.18 rating, and then The Neighbor has a 4.09, and these are both thrillers. Okay, next I got, this is book 1 of a series. It's called The Outlander. I'm not remembering how many were in the series, but this is by Diana Gabaldon. I probably just butchered that so bad. This one had a 4.25 rating, and it's drama, romance, historical fiction, fantasy, so something different to try. Next I have The Woman in the Window. This one is a movie tie-in, so like there's the Netflix film, so after I read the book maybe I'll watch the movie on Netflix, but this is by AJ Finn. This is a psychological thriller mystery, which I've watched a movie that's a psychological thriller and I liked it, so I'm like, maybe I'll like this genre of books as well. Next I have The Boy from the Woods by Harlan Coben, and this one is a hardcover and it's in pretty good condition actually. This is number 1 of a series as well, and it had 3.94 stars, so about 4 stars, and this is a thriller, mystery, suspense. As you're seeing a theme here, I got a lot of thriller, suspense. Since at the thrift stores in person I got a lot of romance, I wanted to get some more thriller, mystery, because I know that I like mystery stuff, so trying to get more books that I thought I would like. And then last side here, this book isn't in the best condition. This is called My Stroke of Insight, Brain Scientist's Personal Journey, and it's by Jill Bolt Taylor. I think that's how you say their name, but this is actually a biography, I'm almost positive, and I am very interested in neuro and strokes and stuff, and I think I want to go into some sort of neuro for physical therapy, so I thought this would be interesting to read from a brain scientist's perspective. And I think this brain scientist ended up becoming ill. I'm not positive. I thought that was something about it, so you kind of see like their perspective as having the education background to understand their diagnosis. I'm pretty sure. I could be way off. They could have never even had some sort of neurological diagnosis. I don't remember from reading it because I ordered these a little bit ago, but I'm still excited to read this. And those are all the books that I got from thrift.com, and the total for that was $30.44, and that's including tax, and I didn't have to pay shipping. So that was 8 books for $30.44, and it's definitely better than buying them new. Maybe they aren't all the best quality and you can definitely tell they've been used, but it doesn't really bother me that much. For some of these I'm only going to read once, and then maybe I'll pass them along to someone else or redonate them to a thrift store or something, so it doesn't really bother me really at all. I just want to find a way to make this hobby a little bit cheaper and not be spending so much money on it every month. I definitely recommend going and thrifting books if you can. If you want a more selective way to buy them, I would recommend going on something like thriftbooks.com. The issue is those are going to be a little more expensive than if you actually went in person and into a thrift store and dug through the books that they had there. The one I went to, some of them were like 99 cents, so it's definitely cheaper to do that, and some of those were in even better condition than these ones, and you're able to see the condition before you buy them, whereas when you're buying them online, they have a description of the condition, but you don't exactly know what you're getting until you actually have it. But that's all the books from thrift.com, and next I'm gonna total up how much all the books were together and then show how much we spent about average on each book.